When you practice yoga, you do not change physically or mentally. Rather, you become aware of your physicality. You become aware of your mental capabilities. You become aware of your spiritual potential. Yoga simply cleans the dirt under your feet, as it were, revealing to you that you have always stood on holy ground, always have possessed an infinite nature. Namaste. Hello and welcome to IYER, Integrated Yoga Exercise Routine, Class 86. Namaste. My name is Sundar Iyer and thank you for taking this class. I have an exciting and intense new backbend to teach you today. But before we get to that, we need to be warm and ready for that pose or asana. So let's get started with our regular poses. We begin with Vajrasana. As usual, sit up straight, breathe in. As you breathe out, stretch your hands, interlock your fingers, pause for a second, breathe in. As you breathe out, turn your palm upwards, drop your neck back and stretch. 3 rounds of deep breathing. Breathe in, fill your chest, expand your chest. Breathe out, lengthen your spine, lengthen your exhalation, lengthen your exhalations. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe out, stretch your spine and lengthen your exhalation. Okay, breathe in. The third one, as you breathe out, stretch your spine and come down ever so gently. Okay, from here, you do the spinal twist to the right side. Breathe in. As you breathe out, one swift exhalation, go all the way out and hold it there. Make sure the spine is straight. Breathe in and out. Once, then you breathe in. As you breathe out, come back to the center, the left side, breathe in. As you breathe out, twist all the way. Hold it there. Breathe in and out once. And then as you breathe out, come back. This spinal twist is merely a warm-up twist, a variation of Vajrasana, so that later on as we start twisting and bending the spine backwards, forward, it all comes to play. From here, let's go to our tiger pose and do all the variations in tiger pose. Breathe in. As you breathe out, come to Vyagrasana. Vyagra means tiger. Breathe in. Look up straight. As you breathe out, raise the left leg up, toes pointing out. Breathe in. As you breathe out, raise the right hand up, fingers pointing out. This is one of the first exercises that engages your core. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe out, begin focusing on your exhalations and let it be much longer than your inhalations. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, breathe in. As you breathe out, come down gently. Finish your exhalation, which is going to be long. Breathe in. As you breathe out, raise the right leg up, toes pointed out. Breathe in. As you breathe out, raise the left hand up, fingers pointed out. Excellent. Again, focus on the exhalation. Let it be long, double of what you inhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, come down gently. The dog pose. Upward dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. I'm still using the bricks. I'm going to use this bricks for a long time. The reason is most of our wrists are pretty weak. I don't want to put too much stress on them. Breathe in, shoulders perpendicular to the floor. As you breathe out, try and raise your knees off the floor. Just your feet, your toes are touching the floor. That's it. And the bricks Drop your head back, head above the shoulders, breathe in and out. Breathe in. And now as always, breathe out as long as you can. Empty your lungs. Then you breathe in. And then you breathe out. One last time, breathe in. And as you breathe out, get the bolsters, the bricks out of the way. The downward dog. Turn your toes inward. Palms stretch it out a little bit. Knees hip width apart. Feet hip width apart. Breathe in. As you breathe out, raise your butt up to the ceiling. Drop your chest down and towards the heels. Let your neck hang down loose. Once you're in this position, then try and straighten your knees. So you feel the stretch in the calf muscles. It's okay if your heels don't touch back. Breathe in and out. See if you can double your exhalation. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, breathe in. And as you breathe out, come back on all fours. Wonderful. Now, I want to teach you a new pose here. Once we learn this, then we'll see how much time we have, and then we'll complete the rest of the sessions. It's very important for us to, this is called the Camel Pose, the Ushtrasana. Ushtra, U-S-H-T-R-A, Ushtra means camel, and Ushtrasana is the camel pose. Now what we are going to do here, we're going to learn this as always in stages. I like to teach these advanced poses in stages. Never take the body for granted, because I know you can see me, I cannot see you. So safety is priority. I want you to kneel down and your knees are hip width apart. Okay, your knees are not too close and tight here. Your knees are hip width apart. Feet are hip width apart. Okay, want you to watch my feet. They're not like this. The knees are apart, the feet apart. So they're pretty much from the knees to the feet, they are parallel to each other, hip width apart. You're kneeling down straight. The first stage in this exercise that I'm going to teach you is, first you're going to support the lower back. I personally like keeping my hand like this, but you remember the warm-ups that we did, and I hope you still do those warm-ups before the class. You can hold your back like this, or you could keep it this way, whatever is convenient for you. Okay. In this pose, I don't use these hands, so I leave it to you. I'm going to do this today. I'm going to use my hand this way. Now, how does this exercise go? I'm going to breathe in. Now just stay in this pose and watch as I do it. Please don't do it along. It's very important. Breathe in. As you breathe out, all I want you to do from this pose is push your hip out. Look straight. Look straight. I don't want you to raise your head up. Okay, I want you to keep your chin down. Look straight. As I breathe out, I push my hip out. I look straight ahead. That's all I do. There's a lot of pressure on the lower back. Okay. Now, if you watch my knees here, okay, I'm not doing this. I'm not going back like this. See, my knees are straight, pushing my hip out. The more you try and push a hip out, the more you'll be straight. I'm not worried about bending backwards as much as I am concerned about pushing my hip out. That's my focus, is get your hip out. Let's do it together. All right. Knees, look down. Your knees are hip width apart. Your feet are hip width apart. Your toes, watch my toes here. Don't do this. Okay, your toes are not going to be like this. It's going to be out, pointed out. Support your lower back, either this way or this way, whichever is convenient for you. In this exercise, I don't care how your elbows, if they flare out, it doesn't matter, because eventually we're going to get out of this. So just support your back. That's more important. Breathe in. As you breathe out, push your hip out. Now look straight ahead. Look straight. Don't look up at the ceiling. Please do not look up. Look straight. Push your hip out. Keep breathing in and out. Breathe in. breathe out. Breathe in. Try and push your hip out as much as you can as you do this. And breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, come up gently. We'll try this one more time. You can switch hands this time. Try it this way and see if it works for you. Breathe in. As you breathe out, push your hip out. Push your hip out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, as you breathe out, come back from the pose. Since there is a lot of pressure on your lower back, the reason why I'm going to teach you this exercise slowly, it's a wonderful exercise, okay, believe me, but it's a very intense and it's prone for injuries. So you have to learn this step by step. The reason why I don't want you to look up is there's so much pressure on the lower back, you'll tend to hold your breath. So it's very natural for us to go, that's going to be dangerous, which is why first step, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And then come off. This is the first step. I just want you to do this today. Now, come back down. Get your feet here. Get your feet closer. Okay? Get your feet closer. Open up the knees. Now that you've worked on the lower back, I just want to ease the pressure. I don't know if you remember this. We did the moon pose. So we want to do that again. So this intense back bend is now, you nullify it by a gentle forward bend. Intense back bends are nullified by gentle forward bends. Intense forward bends are nullified by gentle back bends. Never do an intense back bend and an intense forward bend. That's going to harm you. Okay? So you did an intense back bend, just gently bend forward. The moon pose is wonderful. Shashankasana. Breathe in. Open up your knees as much as you can. As you breathe out, crawl forward. You're doing this after a long time. Pause here, breathe in. As you breathe out, gently touch your forehead on the floor, your tip of your nose if you can, or your chin. So going lower and lower. Try and keep your butt down on the heels and just be in this pose. Relax. Relax in this pose. Breathe in and out. Okay, breathe in. As you breathe out, come up. Okay, one more way to relax after an intense back bend is let's sit down and lie down gently. We'll do the Pawanmuktasana series. That's another excellent way to release your back. Breathe in. I'm going to do it with both the legs this time today. We don't have time to do one leg each. As you breathe out, get both your knees to the chest. Open up the knees. Always in Pawanmuktasana, you don't want to go this much. You want to keep it open. Press it to the chest. Pawanmuktasana. Breathe in and out. And then you can rock sideways. You see this? Just rock sideways. Some schools of yoga call this a child's pose also. But since it's part of the Pawanmuktasana, we'll stick to that. So there's no confusion. Rock back and forth. You can even rock this way. This is also something you do in the warm-up, but you don't have to come up all the way. Just a little bit rocking back and forth relaxes your lower back. Wonderful. Now this is how you begin to learn the camel pose. Let's end this with Matsyasana. Legs stretched out in front. The bolster to the closer, as close as you can to the lower back. Breathe in. Your toes turned inwards. This is a sign that somewhere in your brain you're aware of this extremity, while the body is demanding attention and craving for attention here, you are also aware of this extremity. That's very crucial. This kind of training helps you to focus on big projects, but also keep your mind on the little things that matter in life. That's all yoga is all about. Breathe in. As you breathe out, go all the way back. Don't raise your butt off the floor. Relax. Breathe in and out. Every time you close your eyes in a pose, which may be natural, shift your awareness inside. Begin to listen to your body. Where is the body craving attention? How are your fingers? How are your hands? How are your feet? Are the feet together? How's the face? Are the eyebrows strained? Is there strain on the face? All right, breathe in. As you breathe out slowly, support come up gently. Okay, from the body to the breath, from the breath to the mind. When the body, breath and mind are in harmony, the spirit awakens. Let's begin our breathing. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little slowly this time. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Listen to the sound. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One last time. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Enjoy the peace and the silence within for a few seconds. Gently take a deep breath. As you breathe out, slowly open your eyes. When you become completely focused, not just the ratio of breathing in and breathing out, but also listening to the sound of your breath. The breath should be steady and even. The breathing in is even. The sound reflects that, evenness in the breath. No break in the sound. And as you breathe out, a gentle hum of the breath. That is what draws you completely inside and keeps you alert and awake to enjoy the inner experience, which is yoga. Until we meet again, have a blessed day. Be well. Let's turn our hearts and minds to the wise words of wisdom from Ratanjit. Thank you.
Namaste. The power in me bows to the power in you, unifying us into oneness. To gain empowering self-respect and dignity, you must take on a mission of serving unconditionally with a mindset of utmost gratefulness. To instill this, we need to develop a mindset of selflessly adding the highest value in every thought, act, and endeavor. May the power within you enrich and empower your day.